Okay, welcome back. I got a patrol story for you. We had a neighborhood that had a row, 2 or 3 blocks of businesses, stores, and it had a liquor store and it had a bar, a little small time neighborhood bar. And a lot of officers went there after work. Now, you come out of the bar and you go west on this street. You make a left turn and go down the side street, and there was a girl there, a couple of girls that were very friendly to policemen. They were single. A lot of officers went there to whatever they do, and it was a place to go if you were drunk. And some of the girls were sleeping with some of the officers, and I don't know. I'm not into that stuff. This is stuff that I heard. That now this is one of those stories where I tell you 98% of my stories I'm involved in. I'm involved in this one, but the prelude to my involvement is I'm telling you what was told to me by witnesses because I spoke to them in Spanish and the supervisor. Okay, I'm telling you that now. So he came out of the bar drunk. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Instead of making a left turn and go down to where the girls were, his young ladies, he made a right turn up another street and went to a house. And he thought it was the house where these, I don't know what you want to call them, friendly ladies were living. 1:30 in the morning. He's a Caucasian officer, and this is a Latino area. He's banging on the door. Okay, and you can imagine if you're at home at 1:30 in the morning, somebody's banging on your door, yelling in a strange language. You're Latin inside, the guy's speaking English. Open the door. They look through the door, and they're telling him in Spanish, or they're telling him, we don't speak English, go away. Where's my girlfriend? Open the door. Okay, he's got his gun in his hand. They see the gun, and they freak out. They run out the back door. About the same time, he fires a round off through the porch and kicks in the door. Okay, so they run out the back door, and he's running through the house trying to find his girlfriend. Okay, that's going on there. Okay, they call the police. They get a neighbor's house. They call. We are close. We get the call along with 2 of the units. Man with a gun, shots fired. Okay, that's what it was. Burglary in progress. Okay, so that's a hot little call. So I was driving. My partner's got a shotgun, so we rolled in there. We're about the second car there. Everybody jumps out, and neighbors are pointing to the house along with one of the victims, one of the residents. They pointed to the house. He's in there. So we start to get officers around the house, because we figure, and they're yelling to us, he's in there. Well, most of the time when people say that, they're not in there, because the burglars are long gone. So we thought, well, they're probably gone. So we're looking up through the door, and we're trying to look in the house. The lights are on the house. These people were scared to death, and they ran out with the lights on and everything. Well, we look in. I'm with my supervisor, my partner. He's got the shotgun. We're looking, and we can see feet. And we turn some more, and we can see through the door that there's someone passed out on the couch. Okay, Caucasian guy in a Mexican area passed out on the porch. He's got his gun, okay, in his right hand, laying there. The gun's in his right hand. Okay, couch is right here. So we look, and I recognize the guy from he was a traffic officer that had been out on several of our calls and other calls. I recognize him, and so did the supervisor. And I go, hey, Sarge, the guy's a cop. And we can look at the gun. It's a policeman's gun. Okay, in those days, we had revolvers. He goes, yeah, I know. He goes, yes. I said, I know him too. Dog it, okay. So now everything changes. Okay, he's put the shotgun away. Okay, and the guy's passed out, so we're worried about that gun because we could alarm him and he could shoot. So now he gets 2 other officers. Okay, points to me. You grab the gun and his right arm. You grab his left arm, my partner. You jump on his chest. You jump on his legs, and we'll all do it at the same time. And we'll grab him. Just nobody say nothing. Just run in and just jump him. Okay. So we know this, police officer freeze crap. We're just going to jump him because he's passed out. He's laying there. Even if he wasn't passed out, we did it so fast. It was pretty clean. So as soon as he gives the word, my partner and I were first. We ran in. One guy jumps on his chest. I grab his wrist. He was out. I just peeled it out of his grip and rolled him over, cuffed him. Of course, he woke up in the middle of all this, but he was pretty drunk, and it surprised him so much that nothing happened. Okay, so then they're taking him outside, and so we're looking for the residences. Well, they're outside looking now. They called LA's Finest, and they're in there, and they see what's happening. So Sergeant tells me, Sergeant doesn't speak Spanish. Go find out what happened. So he's standing there, and I'm another officer. We're discussing this, and this is where I found out what happened. They told me the whole story, and I said, okay. So I got the information, and I said, we'll get back to you. Okay, so now our lieutenant comes out because he was notified this is an officer. So everybody goes back to the station. And I had the victims come to the station because we have to see what's going to happen here. I don't know what's going to happen. No idea. Calls were made, for higher ups, and It was determined that, and this is the old days now, this isn't nowadays, that since there was no intent to burglarize, he mistook the house, which he admitted he did everything. He admitted everything. He didn't lie about it. He said, yeah, I did everything. I'm really sorry. Okay, well, it's too late now. And I asked the people in the house what they would like. And they said they like an apology, and they want money to fix their door, and all that stuff. I said, so I told that to the supervisors, and all the powers to be got together, and they said, okay. Had him come out, told him he was sorry, he apologized. They accepted the apology. Off he went to other places. They didn't book him. Somebody took him home because he's too drunk. And we found out that he paid $400 or $500 for a new door and other things. And they didn't file charges on him. They suspended him for 180 days. Okay, and that's the max in those days before they fired someone. And in those days, the chiefs didn't like to fire officers. They trying to give them a chance. So, but 6 months without pay is a long time. Okay, so that's what they gave him, and that's what I heard. I don't know what happened after that, whether he continued on the job, what he ever did, but weird stuff. I mean, just you don't know what you got, and nowadays I think he should have been. I think he should have been fired because you don't do that. You don't scare the citizenry like that. You don't fire your weapon just because you're drunk and you want to try to find a woman. Okay, that's not. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. Officers should not be doing that. Should not do that. Okay. Anyway, that's my story, and if you're ever drunk, and better make sure you know where you're going. Otherwise, you could do something bad. Appreciate that, and I'll talk to you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.